Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Praise the fucking Lord. Can you see me? Am I here? I'm wearing a tie-dye shirt. Blink twice if you can see me. God, what an embarrassing amount of technical difficulty. Anyway, thank you for finding me here at the new stream. This is insane. I'm not really sure what happened, honestly, but glad everybody's here. So, where were we? It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Welcome. I'm in my home. Thank you for tuning in and watching that video. It was fun working at 20 times normal speed for you all. I hope everybody can migrate over here. I promise next time I'll have this figured out. Like last time, I just clicked the random number of buttons and all of a sudden I was streaming and it was easy. I didn't think to pay attention. I should have paid attention. Yeah, Wes, I feel like you and me are the same. Technology is not our forte. But here we are now, and I hope there's some people finding us and everything's going to work. But so that last video was all about, well, to begin with, first, just kind of my initial thoughts on a roof raise, why I do one, and how I decide how tall I'm going on a bus. Which is useful information. I think a lot of people, they fall into the pitfall of, wanting to go as high as they possibly can. And that's not ideal usually. So I wanted to give a little bit of insight to that. And then, the demo phase, a lot of people are like, where do I start? What has to go, what stays? And I thought that would be a good place to pick things up for folks. So I hope you found that interesting. And if you didn't find it interesting, I hope you found it entertaining. And that's interesting, I guess. And I don't know if I started another chat or a live stream. I could have just started a whole new one. I honestly don't know what happened. I was just clicking and it happened. So if there's another one happening somewhere and they don't know about this, someone go tell them, because I promise next week it'll be better. Anyway, I want to get started and answer a few questions that people might have. If you have questions, oh, thank you, Alyssa. It's the same one. Glad. I don't know how I did that, but I'm glad it worked out. Anyways, I'm always so busy. Okay, so Thinking Kingdom Thought says, I'm always so busy. What's my next project? Well, I'm not thinking about my next project currently because I've got this entire house that I am renovating, and that's going to keep me busy for the next couple months. And then I'm also converting a bus, and those two things alone are a lot. While at the same time, packing up my shop and also maybe trying to do things like, I don't know, live, enjoy the summer while it's here. So my next project really is wrapping up some projects. But then after that, what I'm going to be doing is hitting the road, doing mobile solar and systems installs, possibly also roof raises, really trying to focus on what I can do and contribute to this community without a 5,000 square foot shop, because we are closing the shop down, which is heartbreaking. So let's go on to the next question, shall we? And I'm going to do this until 7 o'clock my time, which is 16 minutes from now. So the next one is thoughts on where to add passenger seating or a co-pilot seat to a schoolie. So if you look back in a previous tour video that I did, we actually, in order to get a passenger seat up next to the driver's seat, we relocated the front door to the middle of the bus. It's a lot of fabrication. It's a big move for sure. But then you have passenger seat right there, which is really cool. So that's like my most expensive option. And then after that, it's just kind of, you can be creative with it. And I've seen a lot of creative ideas, but the truth is creative flip down, fold up doodads in full-time life, they just get annoying and then they end up sitting in one position forever. So I wouldn't say I'm against them. They're they're not like you can't. It's really hard for something to be 5 different things all at once. Like, how hard is it for you to be 5 different people? You know, imagine that chair that also has to be a bench and a desk and God knows what else. You know, talk about an identity crisis. So aside from moving the door, you know, build some nice couches, put some seatbelts on them. You know, that'll do you just fine. You're driving a house. So, um, anyway, we'll keep cruising here. Is it better to do a raise at the very front or doing a transition? Well, I've been waiting for somebody to put a bus in a wind tunnel and do some aerodynamic surveys, you know? Um, but I have a hunch that it doesn't matter as far as aerodynamics go. And I think it's mostly an aesthetic choice. If I've learned anything actually from aerodynamics, it's not necessarily the face of the bus that matters going through the air. It's actually kind of like the fact that it just is that big total, the surface area there, the cross section, and then what happens afterwards. I don't know if you've seen those semi trucks. They have like the flaps that pop out on the back. Those are supposed to help tremendously. So outside of that, I think it's just aesthetic, really. You know, I do mine all the way to the front because I like to, you'll see, I like to put in a little windshield up above the windshield, like a second one. But you can do that on a sloped one too. You can get a little skylight thing happening. So I'd say it's your call. You know, choose your own adventure. Let's see what else we got. Talking about there is another chat. Bart, I knew it. Somebody tell him. Yeah, I'm sorry to anybody in the other chat. I feel like such a jerk. I thought I knew what was going on. I had to sign up for this StreamYard. There's like a duck in the whatever. Next time it's going to be seamless. Maybe I'll just do the whole thing live. I'll do all of the air chiseling live, and I'll just have a boombox playing, you know, the background music. And anyways, thank you for okay. All the cool people, Jim, calling everyone's over here. This is great. Here we go. Noah, actually, people do put spoilers on the back of buses, but it's not for what you think. It's actually to catch the air coming over the bus and send it down over the back window to help keep them clean. But they look just like something you would see on Fast and the Furious, which I always thought was funny. Even now, knowing what they do, I still think it's funny to see a spoiler on the back of the bus. Bart, thanks for being the messenger. Talking about a solar dump water heater. Yeah. Okay. That's a great question. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not wearing a V-neck. I can like do that. I don't want to stretch this. I'm actually going to go to a show tonight. It's a Grateful Dead cover band. I'm not a hippie, I swear. Anyway, yeah, Wes, it's a brick going down the highway no matter what. Put a brick in the wind tunnel for scale. That's funny, Dave. So the solar dump water heater, it's something I had on my last bus. It's something you can do on any bus with solar. But the basic idea is you take an electric water heater, and you can leave the original heating elements in there if you want, but I swapped mine over to DC heating elements, 24-volt DC heating elements, because I was running a 24-volt battery bank. And basically the way that it was set up was that whenever the batteries are full, a relay turns on, and that starts heating the water in the water heater. So, because otherwise, if your batteries are full and the sun's out, that electricity is wasted. The solar panels, they won't charge anything. But if you give them a dump load, it will give a place for all that energy to go. And so then what I do is I turn the thermostat of the water heater all the way up. So it's like 150 degrees, which is really dangerous. But then you install what's called a thermostatic mixing valve, which takes the outgoing hot water and mixes in incoming cold water down to a preset temperature. So in my case, I choose 124 degrees because love that. And so no matter what the temperature is in the water heater tank, you're not going to burn yourself. It'll be consistent. So any day in the summer or any day in the winter, for that matter, we have excess solar power, it gets sent into your water heater, and that's really, really cool, or really, really hot, because then you're really making the most of it. And I think that's a design I'm going to do in my new bus, because my solar system is only going to be better. And yeah, so if you're trying to get away from propane and diesel and have a tanked water heater, that's definitely an option for you. There's a little bit of tech know-how, in that, but if that's something you want to set up in your bus, reach out to me. I'm available for hire. I don't have time to do lots of free stuff for people. I'm sorry, but if you pay me for like an hour of my time, I can design a whole system for you and get all your parts ordered, and you'll be on electric hot water before you know it. Okay, let's keep cruising down here. What temperature and weather ranges I'm setting my bus up for? I'm setting my bus up for as cold as you can fucking imagine and as hot as hell. So I want to be in Death Valley or Alaska and have it not matter. I mean, it's going to matter, but yeah, I'm insulating as much as I can. Everything's going to be really robust. That's the way we make all of our buses, to be honest with you. And I'm not really changing much from there. We don't do the half-assed bus conversions where you leave the ceiling and shit. We go all the way, because you're spending a ton of money and you can't redo what's in your walls. So we're going big time. The deeper the V, the more the viewers. I'm gonna go to American Apparel and I'm gonna have some of those like Borat, where it's just like the straps, down to my crotch. Is that even a V-neck? I don't know. Redoing wires. I do not recommend auto harnesses. I recommend buying marine wire and rewiring, from the beginning. Jim says, when I said it was 2 days on the demo, how long is a day? I'll be blunt with you. I have a lot of other duties at the shop aside from working on my bus. So a day for me is about 3.5 or 4 hours. It's basically whatever's left after lunch. So, yeah. Bart, thanks for the $5, man. I will buy that. I will buy a beer at the Grateful Dead cover band show tonight with the $5 and further swear that I'm not a hippie. I am not. Good questions here. Do a roof raise. Can you reinstall the windows sideways to make them traditional style sliders? You sure can't. No. They only want to be installed one way, and they leak that way too. Not in general, don't put the old bus windows back in. They're gonna leak. They look the best, sure, and they're cool, but they leak. They leak, and there isn't a magic formula for it. You can take them out, you can reseal them, you can do whatever you want to them. They're gonna leak. I'm sorry. I know it's hard. Like I feel you. I wish I could keep all the windows and not have them leak too, but they leak. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, thanks for everyone being patient about my stuff here. What do you think about cutting the bus under the windows to do the roof raise? Well, Jamie, it's a fine way to do a roof raise if you're keeping the windows, and I don't recommend keeping the windows, but other than that, there's nothing wrong with raising the roof below the windows. So you do you, for sure. Like, the best thing about a bus conversion, right, is you can do whatever you want. Thank God. You can't build a house however you want it, but you can build a bus however you want it. So if you want to keep the original windows and take a chance, go for it, do it, and tell us. I had if you follow me on Instagram, which you should, okay, we're here, we're doing this thing, let's do that thing. Chuck.Cassidy on Instagram. But I've got pictures from a client who they insisted they keep the original windows. And 2 years later, he calls me, and he's one of our best clients, second only to Alyssa. Alyssa, you're number one. But he called me a couple of years later and was like, hey, man, I got mushrooms growing out of my walls. And I was like, no way. And he sent me photos. He lives in Virginia, and there were mushrooms literally growing out from under his walls because his windows had been leaking into his wall cavity. And luckily, we used spray foam, closed cell spray foam, so that water was just kind of beating off the wall and staying right behind the plywood and dripping down. But the guy had literally mushrooms like growing out of his walls. So pretty amazing in a kind of cool, but also not cool way if it's your place. I like mushrooms though, so I'm not a hippie though. Uh, bum. Talking about visiting Big Battery, I'd visit them if they bought my plane ticket. What happens to the old bus windows? Does anybody want them for anything? I have tried time and time again to give those away in different schoolie groups, and they nothing happens. So usually we disassemble the aluminum frames and the aluminum gets recycled. And then for a while, my business partner Ben was saving the glass because he was going to be making wooden frames around windows for his bus. And then we decided that the wooden frames were a lot more work than the glass. So why build wooden frames around old glass that's already scratched? So we recycle what we can and trash the rest. It's a bummer. It sounds like we're gonna have to schedule with Bus Life Pirates so that we can just, ramp this up to low Earth orbit. All right, I got about 5 minutes. Yeah, Matt, you don't want to know what else might have been growing as well, but I think it was only mushrooms. Thank God. Here we go. Once my bus is finished, I set sail, navigating through North America. Yeah, I'll be cruising all around North America. The goal is to be helping other people with projects, doing off-grid solar and systems like that, maybe doing a roof raise here or there. Mostly, I've got a lot to give. I need to make money. I want to get paid to help people out. Like, that's all I want to do. I'll come to you. It'll be great. Can't wait. Put a drip drain under the frames. All of the frames have, drip drains built in. So I'm sure there's ways to figure it out. I've personally, as a builder, moved on from trying to keep the original windows and let that go. Jamie, let's see. Sealing with tropical seam sealer. Well, good luck, Jamie. Let us know how that plays out. I'm always looking for, new products information. I know I don't like the Henry's Tropicool as a roof paint because it's silicone. Nothing will stick to it once you apply it. So it's like you get one shot, and after that one shot, good fucking luck, I guess. I don't know. But maybe their seam sealer, which I've never heard of, is better. So have I ever redone a dashboard instrument panel along with the buttons to Well, you should tune in, Noah, for the next videos because I get right into that, at least tearing it out. So that's a good one. 2-inch spray foam, 3 max fans, and a dual zone mini split will keep the bus cool. Brittany, yeah, honestly though, I would go with more insulation. If it's a 40-foot bus, definitely. If it's under 40 feet, I don't know if you need a dual zone, and I don't think you need 3 max fans, probably just 2. So I do 2 max fans and maybe 1 mini split and just try to get more insulation there. I might come down to Mexico. That would be awesome. Reach out to me. Like, I'm available in a few months. So Paige, you're a hippie. I almost said that I was too. Shit. Maybe I am. Matt, I'm going up to a wedding in Idaho near Glacier. So we should stay in touch, man. It'd be cool to meet up, whatever. Albuquerque, I go to Santa Fe regularly, Mariah. So I actually worked on the Meow Wolf project in Santa Fe. And it's hard to believe that was 7 years ago. Go figure. Where do good windows come from, or do you build them custom? Windows are such a pain in the ass. You can get them on eBay. We get ours from a company called Lippert, but that company sucks. Their windows are good, but the company sucks. Sorry. Blah 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 blah. Proud to be a hippie. Okay, maybe I'm a hippie. I don't know. Team hippie. Okay, so I feel a little more welcome. Christine is asking if Rachel made or designed Alyssa's stained glass. She didn't. Alyssa actually, someone sent that to her and we built around it. Rachel is super talented, but stained glass isn't something that she does as far as I know. But for all I know, Rachel could because she's sneaky like that. But Alyssa stained glass is beautiful. Rachel was just the one who came up with the frame and a way to install it. So that was good. Bus Life Pirates, we should coordinate. I think it would be so cool. And I know Alyssa, we should hold her to it. She's been talking about doing a live stream, and I think we should get her to do one next week. So maybe we could do the like 1, 2, 3, and then have Alyssa do the live stream at the end. That'd be cool, right? We're gonna just Sunday was be bus day. It'll be awesome. Brittany, so it's 40 feet. Yeah, I don't think you need 3 max fans. I think 2 will be plenty for you. The dual zone mini split is cool. It just means you're going to have to run a 240 volt electrical system, which means 2 inverters usually. If you need any help with that, reach out to me. There's ways to contact me all throughout the internet. Chrome Yellow is my company. I can help you design the stuff. But if it were me, I would definitely figure out a way to try to get 3 inches of spray foam in your walls and ceiling and go from there. So, yeah, the stained glass in Alyssa's bus is awesome. Alyssa's asking if a live would be cool. I think everyone should tell her that it would be cool. Says there's 67 of us in here, which is cool because my house is little. This is the only way I'm ever going to get 67 people in my living room. But yeah, so if it's like Bus Life Pirates and me and Alyssa, not necessarily in that order, and we could get Wes, like if we can figure out a way for all of us to be live, that would be super cool. Sundays for busing, you know. Kenneth. I know, man. I'm a hippie. Okay. Don't tell anyone. All right. Show of hand. Yeah. Yes. Everyone should do a live. It'll be so fun. Did my like the peak at my place? Colleen is asking if my mom liked the peak at my place. Oh yeah, my mom was actually over here just today. My parents only live 30 minutes away, so my mom came by just to check things out. So thanks, Mom. She was actually in the live chat not long ago. Jim is saying a live Alyssa would be more than cool. It would be chill. I am a crunchy chug. Christine, you know, I had a party bus company. I made a living driving hippies around Colorado. So it was only a matter of time before I was starting to listen to the Grateful Dead. Lisa, when am I coming to Los Angeles? I actually go there all the time. I have a best friend in Los Angeles. So love it. And yeah, I am very lucky to have parents close. My parents are very cool. I am one lucky guy. So it's a little after 7. I think unless anybody has some, you know, unbelievably pressing bus questions, I'm probably going to finish this canned margarita I've been drinking that is shockingly strong and start burning some incense and start dancing like a hippie so I can catch my lift and go dance to some hippie music. You guys are great. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and not just to my stuff. Like, it's becoming friends with Alyssa is the whole reason why this all started, and it's so cool seeing her channel blow up and this community happen around it. And thanks to Bart and Wes and all these other folks in Bus Life Pirates, like I really think this is fun as heck, and I'm hoping in the future we can do one of these and, you know, make Sundays into something really fun and special. So yeah, thanks to them, thanks to you for being here. I hope you all go out and dance tonight or not. Tomorrow's a school day. I mean, honestly, I really shouldn't, but I'm gonna have fun. And oh, Matt, what's up? Imperial Beach Dad, nice to be here. Wes, That's right, man. I'll be seeing you in not too long. So lots of great content coming up. Thanks for cheering for all of us. And I guess on behalf of all the Sunday bus people, um, thanks a lot for your support. It means a lot. And stay tuned. We'll see you next weekend. I have no idea what the video will be about, but I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. So take care of each other. And yeah, we'll see you around the bend.